where the rookies of today hope to become the stars of tomorrow. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the New Orleans Saints. All that and more coming up next.
The ball on the tee. We're set for football, and we are underway from the Superdome. And no run back on the opening kickoff.
More than willing to let him air it out all game long to a talented group of pass catchers in the Big Easy.
And we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was trained.
Second down. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So a big defensive play there on the opening.
Welcome to week 1 of the NFL preseason, where the rookies of today hope to become the stars of tomorrow. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the New Orleans Saints. All that and more coming up next.
The first opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today, it's a preseason matchup, as it'll be the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs, taking on the New Orleans Saints.
Charles Davis alongside me, and I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, folks, the wait is over. Yes, it's just the preseason, but football is back in your living room.
And I'm excited. I know you are as well. The summer heat feels good on these old bones, especially because we're not putting on pads. We don't have to be out there in that heat running into other people, but I'm glad these guys are. Football is back.
The ball on the tee. We're set for football, and we are underway from the Superdome.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here come the Saints to take over for the first time. And here's the new man under center after 9 seasons as a Raider. Derek Carr is the guy.
It's going to take some time to adjust to seeing Carr running out in a new uniform. Instead of black and silver, it's black and gold. 35,000 yards and over 200 touchdowns with the Raiders. The Saints, more than willing to let him air it out all game long to a talented group of pass catchers in the Big Easy.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Carr to throw on 2nd down.
Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
Because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Saints will have the football back.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. But right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down. On the counter, here's Ameri. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. They run it again with Ameri. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And he gets this to the 35, good for a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 35, here comes 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Carr. Quick slant here to Smith. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
The defense, great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier. On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Thanks to his effort, they now have a big choice to make here. He just ran them into field goal range with that one, so here come the choices. Do they kick it here, or do they trust him to make another big play and possibly get a 1st down?
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they are on the...
Enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Throwing. Gabbert. Able to find Gray here. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the 1st down.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. And it's caught. Touchdown. Noah Gray from 3 yards out. And the Chiefs go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
They'll fake the jet sweep, and instead give up the middle to Williams.
A very tough run, but for a pretty short gain out near the 32.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jameis to throw it.
This one swung out to Williams.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Three quarters in the books. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Play fake. Gabbard.
Looking for Gray and finding him once again.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
They find some open field here.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Gabbard. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Gabbard. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
On 3rd down, here's Edwards-Helaire.
And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
103 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already.
Gotta tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
Gabbard.
He's got it. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. Gabbard now. This is caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Noah Gray.
Ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Chiefs have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs. And if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Butker now to add the extra point. And it's 21-3. A 10-play drive that time. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, so many times in games we see the most difficult acrobatic catches, whether it's on offense or even interceptions. In this case, this ball's tipped and popped up in the air, and it looks like a chance for a pick. And guess what? For whatever reason, they just couldn't finish the play.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 8, and he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. This defense not budging, back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Andy Reid, some say always unpredictable, and here he says, we're going for it on 4th down. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. To throw, Winston. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
Here's Edwards-Helaire.
And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain.
120 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
That one a first down pickup of 8. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt.
Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Saints will have the football back.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And certainly this, not the performance that they were hoping for to begin the exhibition season, but still plenty to watch for in this fourth quarter. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side, and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here. You've held a team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
A beautiful fake.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah.